let me show you the flat out Sullage hose. But before I do, let's have a look at the alternative. These hoses are huge. Now, if you're a heavyweight champion, that's a good thing. But for a Sullage hose, not so much. They're stiff, they're hard to drain, they end up splashing water on you when you try and pack it into the bag. They stink, they hold a lot of potential for stuff to get stuck on the inside. They're not always ribbed on the inside, but some of them are. That freaks me out. Even when stored airtight with plugs, there's months and months of oxygen available for those nasties to grow. And even when you have an amazing technique, coiling this to get it into a bag, there's no way that it doesn't require effort. Maybe you're better at this than I am, but let me show you the flat out version. This 9-meter Sullage hose is the same size and length as the one I just showed you. It's that easy to get out. It's got plugs that slip in and out of the ends so that you can easily seal it off and stop any drips that might appear otherwise in your tunnel boot. Just squeeze behind the plug, naturally it comes out. Each one of our Sullage units actually comes in 2 pieces so that you only need to get 1 piece wet if your drain point is close. To store them, just squish one up, stick it inside the other until it grips. Then you can wind them together into the multi-reel. We also provide you with a joiner for when you do need to use all of the hose available. How you connect it to your van is important. It's tempting if you have a pipe sticking out sideways to just slide your hose directly on. This, however, is a problem because if your hose drops and folds being gravity fed, the water can't get through that path very easily and it won't flow very well. But we have a simple solution. Depending on the fittings that come out of your van, you can adapt it to a downward pointing barb. So here's a camlock version that we make. We've also got one that's just a squishy bit of hose that will work perfect for my van. There's threaded pieces. You can find most of them at a local irrigation store, and you can set your van up with the right fitting. And as long as it's pointing downwards, everything will be beautiful. So here's my high-tech part. And now my hose slides onto that 25mm barb fitting, and our 32mm is another standard size. Let's say I got lazy and decided to lay my hose like this. It still probably won't flow very well. I'm gonna turn the tank on. Let's just see what happens. Kind of nothing. However, pull it out straight. There you go. Out it comes. Sometimes you don't have the ability for it to be straight because your drain point is halfway between. That's okay. We can do curving corners. You just don't want to do forced kinks. Flat out Sullage hoses not only save you space and a lot of time and keep you a lot cleaner, one of my other favourite features about them is the lack of stink. Because they're so flexible and lay flat in the multi-reel, there's barely any room for air to stay in there, and it's the oxygen that feeds the grooblies when you put it in storage. So by squeezing the air out as well as the water to pack it up, you've saved space and you've reduced the amount of stench that can develop in a standard Sullage hose. It's also just as smooth on the inside as you see on the outside here, so there's no places for food particles to easily catch. They're very easy to wash through if you run hot water through them, and you can also use any of the grey water tank cleaning products. Flush the hose out as well when you're flushing the tank out because it'll help give it a nice clean. On top of that, it's an industrial elastomer. You can drive over it, it won't crack in the frost, it won't break down in the sun. The Sullage hose from Flat Out is designed to last you a really long time, so you've got many, many years of enjoyment out of a job that is normally pretty icky. I'm Zoe from Flat Out. Thanks for watching.